Howdy folks, Kerbo here. Welcome back to Ravenport. I'm still picking up straw. I got, I think it's 22 over there. I got that finished up. Just finishing up 23, and then we can get some lime down. So we got, I think maybe one more load here. See if this fills up the trailer. Quite a bit of straw. So pretty happy with that. Get out of here, birds. Really liking having all these buttons bound on the joystick here. I've got my HOTAS joystick, CH Fighterstick USB. It's got buttons all over it. Get those all set up here for farm sims. Pretty handy. Even got the horn. Got that bound now. There's still a few binding issues. I can't use some of the buttons on my wheel, and it turns out the POV hat on the joystick, some of those buttons are doubled up. I think everything else works. So hopefully someday we'll get a patch that fixes all that. I need to probably put in a detailed bug report for the button issues. Most of the bug reports on the forums aren't of the highest quality, shall we say. I did put in a bug for not being able to rotate items in the shop when I have my joystick plugged in. That's kind of a pain. Sometimes if I don't touch the joystick and I launch Farm Sim, then I can rotate the items in the shop normally. So I put in a nice detailed bug report for that. No movement so far. They've got their hands full with bugs. But in the meantime, we're having some fun playing it. So that should be the last bit of straw, and then we'll go throw some lime down. I'm recording this episode right after the last one. I did that rest of the straw, and then we're recording this episode. I was doing some thinking about the shuttle control. I know some people use like a mapper software to map joystick buttons to key presses. So I may actually try that. I might try mapping a joystick button, or a wheel button, to spacebar, and then run the keyboard steer mod. And then I could have a shuttle on my wheel or joystick. So, might give that a whirl. I don't know why I'm dragging this out here. Probably because I'm yapping away. But for now, I'm kind of sort of getting used to the brake stuff. Drop you off there. Let's go get our lime cart. And another thing I was thinking about is we're running this at single speed. You probably noticed there. So it's running real time. And I think that kind of makes sense until we get seasons. Since there's no seasons, the pace can get pretty fast if you're just constantly planting, harvesting, etc. So we'll run it at single speed for now. Alright, she is hooked up. I think the only thing I have to do to this thing is turn it on. I don't think I have to unfold it or anything like that. Let's test that theory. Not spread lime before. Yeah, just got to turn it on. Get over a little bit. Over a lot. Not spread nearly as far as I thought it was. Ooh, nice chalky smoke effect there. That's pretty cool. A little bit of overlap there. I think I'll run off the end of the field. Up through the bushes. Whoa! Lots of overlap because I got all discombobulated there. I was trying not to hit the microphone. I gotta have the mic up here pretty close to me. It comes over from the side, so if I get it close, I have to watch and not smack it with my hand. We'll get this all figured out here. It's not going to be exactly 100% lime coverage, but it's going to be pretty close. So that's a cool texture. You can definitely tell where you're throwing the lime down. And we're actually using a lot of lime. I kind of thought maybe that would be the case. It is really going through it. This is a whole load, and we've used half of it just on this little field. So we're going to be making lots of trips, apparently, up to the old lime station. I think what I'm going to have to do is get a bulk trailer for the semi, so we can sell straw and get lime and all that good stuff in bulk. Whee! And apologize for the wheel noise. I know that comes through on the videos, but it's just the way it is. Not much I can do about it. So I'm going to call that limed. Let's head up here to, was it 21 up by the animal farm? Get some lime down on that. I think I can do that without cultivating under the sugar beets. But we'll find out. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of new mechanics in this game I'm not sure about yet because I just haven't tried them. Oh, you know, I didn't turn in the right place, did I? I was looking for the turn-in spot and I went right past it. Well, let's just crawl up this hill, shall we? Since we don't really have an entrance. We'll just crawl up the hill. Runs like a deer, straight up the hill. I'll head over here. So I'm thinking I might get a mower and see how much grass I could get. And then maybe start with sheep, since they're kind of the easiest. Yeah, we're getting lime down, it looks like, everywhere. This is going to be kind of all over the place. It's a little weird with the terrain here with the terraforming. But we're gonna cultivate all these sugar beets. We don't need those. I think that may count as a fertilization step now. Maybe if we run those under with the subsoiler. I don't want to chew up too much of this grass. I'd like to mow that grass. That's gonna about do it for this load of lime. It didn't go very far. Get one more pass through here. Got just a little bit left. Like I said, the terrain gets a little crazy in here because of the terraforming. That's all she wrote, right there. So we'll have to get some more lime. But for now, I think that's pretty much everywhere that needs lime. Whoa, that needs limed. So I'm going to go grab the subsoiler. We'll just do a little test here. If we cultivate those sugar beets in, does that gain us anything? I want to cultivate that and actually plant grass there. So all that will be grass. And I think I'm going to plant 19 in grass down here by the farm. And we'll see how much hay that gets us. I think you can give sheep... Can you give them just hay, or do they need hay and grass? Lots of stuff to learn about 19. How does it all work? So let's see if we can get this backed in there. That ought to be a trick. No depth perception. Mirrors that sort of work. Where's that post? Can't see! Let's pop outside for just a second. So I want to head towards the planter and then around that post. You can kind of see that post back there. This is going to end a disaster. You guys know that, right? I need to cut this right past that post. This has got some big old fat tires on it, so it doesn't damage the plants, in theory. Alright, so we're clear on the post, but I can't really tell. Yeah, I didn't quite clear the planter, so we need to ease up here. Need to cut a little sooner. Okay, we're fine on the post. There we go. And this might fit back in there. Maybe. Ended up hitting the combine. Alright, I think we can drop it right there. And we might be all good. Yeah, perfect. Alright, where did I put, or did I actually buy a subsoiler yet? Thought I bought one, but I might be thinking wrong. Also thought I had this trailer under that overhang. Let's do that real quick while we're running around. Thought I'd parked that under the overhang so it was out of the rain. Oops. Again, nice useless building here that been nice if we could use that as a garage. A little bit hard to tell with no depth perception what's going on here. Try to back that up under the overhang. Almost there, but not quite close enough. Well, I left the front door open. Darn kids. I'm just all kinds of not straight. This little short coupled trailer. Hard to keep a handle on which direction you're going. Something like that ought to do. I'm getting turned into the building. Straighten up just a bit. Alright. That's under the overhang. I guess I bought a plow, but maybe I didn't get the subsoiler yet. I might be thinking of my other playthrough. I know I've got one on the Twitch farm. Yeah, I've got the header trailer and the plow back here. I didn't actually buy a subsoiler. So maybe we need to buy one of those. Check the shop. Make sure here. Yeah, I did not buy one. Oh, you can sell all those buildings. We'll do that at some point. Alright, back. Subsoilers. That's 90, it's 140. That ought to work. Get one of those. This is a shop. I can't rotate stuff in the shop. It just does that. If I hold down the mouse button, it makes no difference. Alright. Making sure I didn't buy two of those. Let's head for the store. So far, it's been a beautiful day out. The day's not quite over yet. We're going to get, looks like probably 3 or 4 episodes per day, just depending on what's going on. Need to get that back to the farm. One thing at a time, though. We're going to go to subsoiler, and we're going to basically cultivate in those sugar beets. Then see what we end up with for fertilization. Oh, you know what? I just remembered why I didn't buy a subsoiler. Because I believe my seeder is a drill. It doesn't need to cultivate. That's why I didn't do it. Oh well. We'll use the subsoiler at least up there with the sugar beets. And we'll need it eventually anyway, because it does count as a plow. You just can't create fields with it. But we will need to plow occasionally, I think, still on 19. Pretty convenient being right up here close to the shop. Whoa, car. Whipping around that corner. Thought there was a stop sign there. I'm wanting to turn there, but that's not our turn. That's the restaurant. But you can actually sell stuff there. Really convenient, but I don't know if they'll have the best prices. Alright, now where is the animal turn off? Is it here? Yeah. It's right here by the tractor sign. I'm hoping, like I said, that we'll get a roller mod soon. And I can make my own paths and stuff up into here and access roads to these fields. Just make it look a lot cleaner. Let's make a pass here, but before we do that, let's check the field status. Come down here to none of that is showing as cultivated. It is already showing 2 stages of fertilization. I don't understand how that works. But, okay. Well, it'll look neater if we run the subsoiler over it. I know that much. Drag this up the hill. It's going to be kind of goofy. Well, that's not nearly as wide as I thought it was. Not much wider than the tractor, actually. That's my bad. Of course, I missed one plant back there at the beginning. I'm glad I got the big subsoiler. The other one would have been even narrower than the tractor. Yeah, I think I missed that because the terrain is so weird here. I believe they're planning on some kind of terraforming tool in an update soon. So that will be nice. Maybe we can smooth some of this stuff out. There we go. Because it gets pretty wild here where I did these placeables. We're going to farm right up to the horse pasture here. No wasted space. I got a little overzealous there on the plowing. Went between the fields. We'll cultivate it there. Like we missed some of it. The terrain. This may be doing no good whatsoever as far as fertilization and whatever, but it makes it look neater. Then we can plant some grass here. Somehow I already had 2 stages of fertilization. I don't know how. Maybe somebody can explain that to me in the comments. I'm not 100% sure how that works in 19 now. Because there's 2 stages of fertilization, and then there's needs lime and needs plowing. I don't know how all those work together. Then there's weeds. Top of that. Which I think maybe just affects the harvest. Like the yield. Maybe? Is how that works. Like I said, still lots to learn. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It makes my OCD much better to have this all cultivated. Sounds pretty good too. Sounds like it's doing a lot of work back there. Cutting it a little tight. This tractor can turn pretty tight, though. Nice medium tractor. I'm liking it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't lower it fast enough. Okay, we're all good. All good. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like this medium tractor. A lot of people think this is a pretty small tractor, but this is bigger or the same size as what most of my family that farms would use. So it's a good sized tractor where I'm from. A lot of them don't have, you know, huge farms. Just little family farms. Kind of bounced over some of that. Get it? Yeah, we got it. Alright, good deal. I know we're a little over on time. I was going to keep these around 20 minutes. Let me get up over this. Oh boy, this is going to be something else here. Look at this terraforming. I don't know why that is the way it is. Unless it must have raised up because of the horse farm or something. Let's ease up over this. See how we do. We lost it back there. We'll have to come at that at an angle or something. Anyway, we'll run down this way. But I know we're running along on time, so I'm going to let you go. I'm going to finish this up. And we might do some mowing next episode. We'll see. Don't have a mower bought. I'll miss some more. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and take care.